So I'm standing here in the middle of a working vineyard. And as I'm standing here, I'm reminded of the story that Jesus tells in the book of Matthew about the vineyard owner and the men he leases the vineyard to. And at the end of the story, the men end up killing the vineyard owner's son because they want the vineyard to themselves. And what this parable is really about, it's about the coming of Jesus. And Jesus is trying to explain to the Pharisees, he's trying to explain to the religious people, he's really even trying to explain to the Jews that he's the one who has come for them, and yet they are the ones who's rejecting him. And because they reject Jesus, they reject what's called the cornerstone in this story, that the kingdom or the vineyard ends up not being for them. See, this story that Jesus tells is all about the kingdom of God and how God is the owner of this kingdom, but as humanity, we want control. We want to take it for ourselves. In this story, it's all about the coming of Jesus. And I love how this parable ends. I love how this story ends. While it's kind of a tragic story, and even the story of Jesus is tragic, that he came for humanity, yet humanity rejected him and killed him. But the good news is that he didn't stay dead, that he rose again, and that he defeated sin and death, and now he offers this kingdom to everybody. While the kingdom was originally for a select few, it has now been opened up for all of us. And that is the good news. And I love how this story ends because it says that the vineyard is for those who pursue its fruits. The ones who pursue the fruits of the vineyard. These vines are going to produce grapes, and they're even beginning to. As I look around, I see clumps of grapes starting to grow, and these vines, these branches are producing a fruit. The kingdom of God is producing a fruit, and it is an incredible fruit. And the fruit, the evidence of the kingdom of God, it's very evident. When you look around, you see it everywhere. If I were to show you around, there's grapes growing everywhere in this vineyard. It's very evident this is a live vineyard, that this is a healthy vineyard. And the kingdom of God is for those who pursue the fruits of the kingdom of God. It's not for those who think that they deserve it. It's not for those who have a history or tradition of being in the vineyard. It's for a very specific group of people. It's for those who are pursuing the fruits. And what are the fruits of the kingdom? Well, I love how in Galatians it's laid out for us. The fruits of the kingdom are things like love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control. That as we pursue these things, these fruits in our lives, that what we're really pursuing is the kingdom of God. And when we pursue the kingdom of God, that makes God's heart so happy, and it gives him joy to give us the kingdom, to give us the inheritance that is Christ's, that he died for. So this week, even today, right now, as you're watching this, I want to encourage you. Pursue the fruits of the kingdom. In fact, I would ask you, how have you been pursuing the fruits of the kingdom? In what ways have you been pursuing the kingdom of God in your life? And if you haven't, maybe today is the perfect opportunity to begin that pursuit in your life. Pursue God, pursue his kingdom, pursue the fruits of the kingdom of God. And maybe you're someone who's been following God for a while, but you've slowed down in your pursuits of the thing of the kingdom. I want to challenge you. Pursue those things today. The kingdom of God is yours. The vineyard is for you today. And it's not just for you, but it's for anyone that may pursue God. So I want to challenge you today. Pursue those fruits, and also let others know that there is something for them. There is a vineyard. There is an inheritance for them. And it is the kingdom of God. Love you guys. Thanks.